All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you again. This is the June 2019 reading for Leo, the zodiac sign Leo, element fire. Okay, July and August is coming up. All right. So this reading is for the month of June. Thank you guys for watching. I am shuffling away. So thank you for being here. We're going to get this reading going. And as always, if you have questions, we're live on YouTube and we're live here on Facebook. Just ask some questions and we'll talk. But I want to stay focused on the actual reading so everyone hears it. But if you make a comment, like if you look at the comments on the Cancer video, that was really nice. So like after I'm done reading, I can look at the comments and then I can talk to you, and so on. All right. Ooh! It just wants to pop out. Okay, so I'm not going to use them, but I'm going to tell you what flew out. The 9 of Swords, which represents like stress, nightmare, anxiety, and the 10 of Staves, which represents doing more than your share of work, doing a lot. And that could be for a good purpose or not. But usually when you're stressing out about something, it's because you feel like there's a drain and you just need to communicate, okay? And make sure you guys watch the new moon in Gemini. Why am I forgetting that? It's happening on the 3rd of June. And Leo, make sure you watch that. You're in the 4th house, which is about family and home. And it has issues to do with that, but also the North Node is really asking you to stay on track with your life purpose. Okay, it's like asking, why am I doing this? What's my life purpose? So on and so forth. Okay, I'm going to fix that there. Okay, my mic is good. Okay, here we go. So the first card going down is the King of Cups. Okay. All right, so we're bringing it all around. I like to use 11 cards instead of 10. That way I have 10 and 11 as like the last card, the main message. I like that. Okay. So instead of using 10, I like to use 11. Okay. So the King of Cups, the message for the King of Cups, the main issue, Leo, is compassion. Okay. And seeking that compassion. Okay, especially from many heartaches. So this reading is going to cover what your goals are, time to think, your own personal power, it looks like, love, broken heart, anything to do with a relationship. And then you just understanding the ups and downs of it. Okay, so this King of Cups, and there's more too. So this King of Cups is asking you about compassion. And it is the masculine version of compassion. We have the King of Cups, and it's really asking you to find your own strength and protecting yourself even though you're being compassionate. So trying not to be so compassionate that you are ending up hurting yourself in the result of that. Okay, so, and you usually find that in Leos who have a lot of water in their chart, okay, that they give a lot, okay, and give a lot to a fault, as anyone would. So making sure that you're not depleting your time and your energy, because the cards that dropped before I went live, I believe on YouTube, was the 8 of Swords, which is nightmares, and the 10 of Swords, which is carrying too much of a burden. Okay, doing too much. So hopefully I got those numbers right. Yeah. So when you're thinking of the King of Cups, you want to think about doing the best you can, but not overdoing it to where you're harming yourself. And realizing that if you can't help a situation, whatever that situation is, love, work, any part of your life, if you can't fix that situation, that's okay. Because the wheel of fortune, the major arcana, is really saying that we are experiencing all these things, and there's always going to be an up and down. There's always going to be something that we want to do that is either a distraction or something that we really can't be a part of. And we really have to get ourselves in check and get ourselves in order so that we don't feel depleted. We don't feel so much burdened. Okay. And the past was about a heartache. So really, when this pops up, it's asking, Aquarius is coming up soon. I'm going in order. So after Leo is Virgo. Facebook. I'm seeing your question, Hain. I hope I say your name right. So the Three of Swords is about heartache, okay? And really getting through to yourself about, how do I heal from this? What did I learn from it? Without making yourself harden is really the key. Because if you're going to throw yourself, the future is you throwing yourself into what you want, okay? And goals. And that's fine, but make sure that you actually work out in your mind what that heartache is or what that blockage is, okay? The Seven of Cups is about, in the future, you going after what you want. And a good thing to ask is, why do you want it? When we feel this ambition, this ambitious energy that propels us forward, which is good, to bounce back, but why do we want this? Okay? And asking yourself that will keep you from not hitting your mark, not getting your point across, or not getting exactly what you feel you want. Okay? Very important. Okay? And the Hierophant is offering you some kind of stability, some type of grounding experience and grounding opportunity, and way for you to bring yourself forward, okay? To bring yourself more strength. And remembering that even though you're a Leo, okay, where else in your chart do you have Aquarius too, if you know your chart, and see what that means for you. Okay, I'm talking to Facebook. Where do you have Leo in your chart? Try to find that too. All right, so that's also a good thing because you happen to pop in at Leo. So the Hierophant is really asking you, how can you be in more control of how you're feeling and how you are expressing yourself to everyone? What is your message? What do you want it to look like? What is at the core? Okay? What does it look like? What is at the core? Because you really care about what something looks like, which is good and it could be bad. So in this situation, you really want to make sure you're getting to the core of how you're feeling, and then how you're going to bring that across. Because if this has to do with you feeling like, okay, things are changing, things are moving ahead where you don't feel like you have enough control, then you're not going to have enough control. So are you lusting after a person that you feel like you can't have? Are you hoping to get something, some kind of goal that you want, and it's not happening the way that you want, or as fast as you want it to happen? Or did it happen already and you want it again? So the Hermit card is really asking you to look into everything, taking a step back and really observing yourself and observing everything. Okay? And keep that at your mind, like having that play in your mind of really what is going on. what is everything that's happening? Why do I want this? You know, um, and if whatever is upsetting you or whatever heartache it is keep happening over and over again, then you have to ask yourself, what am I doing? What is my experience? Is it continuous? And why is it continuing this way? Okay, the Knight of Coins comes in, and the Knight of Coins is asking you to think about your ideas. That's going to bring everything together into balance. Okay, it's bringing everything together. And what is this everything? This everything is what you want for your life, whether it's love, work, whatever it is, a goal that you're going after, a person, a thing, a place, an item. Okay, what does this mean to you, and is it going to solve that emptiness or that need? And once you've received that, how are you going to feel after you receive what you want? It's like like, are you going to feel that peace? That are you going to feel good about it, or is it just something to collect? Okay, so whatever it is, don't it's not to feel bad about it, but to know that sometimes you have to pause and rethink your plans, rethink your steps, and then move forward. Because it could be a great idea, but you still need that rethinking phase. Okay, and you're getting a great idea. It is a great idea, and you've moved forward with it. But then maybe whenever that Knight pops up, that Knight is all elements in one. So it really wants to bring things together, because it could be a great idea, but the way you're executing it might not be right. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying, hey, let's take a second look. Let's take a pause. And you also, let me back up. You also, in your mind, is the Hermit. That's that wisdom. Okay. That's that wisdom. And then here you have the Knight again. These are both like saying, hey, let's take a step to pause and think. They both represent thinking. Okay. All right. So then the Knight of Cups is saying, what is my action going to bring peace? Is this going to bring, are my words going to hit the way I want it to? What are you saying? Is it going to hit the way it's supposed to? So make sure that you're saying it with a level of honey instead of vinegar and water, right? You want to make sure that it's well received, no matter how passionate you are about something. The Queen of Coins is telling you to keep your focus. Very good reading. Keep your focus. Okay? So it's about that pause to rethink. It's about going after what you want, but in a soft, peaceful way. There's a masculine and feminine way of doing it. And the Knight was saying before, how is your delivery? Your emotions. You have to watch your emotions when you're speaking or delivering a message or offering something, whatever your conversation's about. And the Queen of Coins is just reminding you to keep your focus. Okay, whatever your target is, whatever your goal is to keep your focus. Try not to get distracted. Try not to feel like you have to please everyone, because at the beginning of the reading, when I was shuffling, remember what was it? The Nine of Swords, which represents nightmares and anxiety and stress, panic attack, all of that, worry. Okay, and then you had the Ten of Swords, which is about doing too much. So remember, this queen is like, keep your focus. Don't add on plans that don't work for you. Okay, not a good thing to do. Don't try to overdo things. Don't try to please everybody. Okay, the Eight of Swords. I love the Eight of Swords. And why do I love the Eight of Swords? Because it represents knowing yourself. Okay, knowing yourself. Really, really love this card, representing knowing who you are and knowing your words very well too. Okay, how to use your words. Okay, our words are very powerful. So what are we saying and why are we saying it? And trusting yourself so much, so that maybe it's even taking time to study something, taking time to learn something, understand something, feel comfortable with something. So this card is also telling you to take the time to do something so well that you know it. It's kind of like someone practicing this one fight move, and they've done it over 1,000 times. It's like that Bruce Lee quote, right? Not fearing the person that knows a lot of moves, but the one that has practiced that one move 1,000 times. And that's the kick or punch you don't want to get. Okay, so that force, that energy behind it. So really that Two of Swords is really saying being so confident in yourself that you can do anything blindfolded, right? The symbolism in the card. So the King of Staves or King of Wand is really asking you to seek wisdom even though you feel like you have nothing. If you ever hit a point in June where you feel like, hey, I've lost my way, I don't have anything, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where I'm going, this card is saying pull back, just pull back and think it through, and just know that you can make things happen. Like, you have the power. This card represents that you're a king and you don't even know it, but you have all of that, you have what it takes in you. You have the power to move forward. So the two last strong messages, Two of Swords, King of Wand or King of Staves, is saying, Two of Swords is saying really get to know yourself, the words you're using to really encourage yourself, push yourself forward. Pay attention to even the words that people are saying to you and seeing if it adds up. Does it really balance out? Maybe someone is saying something to you and want you to do something that you're probably not interested in, but you're hearing the words and it just does not match up. So really listen to the words that you're saying to yourself, most importantly. But for some of you, it could be what someone else is saying too. Because when you have the Queen of Coins, that's dealing with money. And when you're dealing with your money, you want to make sure that you're not forced to do something. You're not overburdened to do anything. You also have the King of Staves that's also reminding you that you're really in control of the decisions you make. And you should be seeking wisdom. You should be getting more information, second opinion. Okay, you're never too big to learn something. You're never too smart to be even more smarter about something. You know what I'm saying? So there's no shame in that. You want to make sure that you're doing right by you and whoever you care about. Okay, so it's really about understanding the ups and downs of life and not feeling so compassionate about everything that, or responsible that you're putting all of this weight on yourself. Okay, so see how June plans up and which one of these cards you're experiencing or might relate to your situation. Okay, since no one is asking questions in this live, I guess I have nothing else to say. The Cancer video was really good because 2 people were asking questions, and when I finished the reading, I was like, answering questions that they had posted, and that was really fun. I love doing that. That was really nice. So if you're watching this video later on, whenever I pop in here live, I'm going to start using, let me use the right word. I'm going to start using the discussion board. If you're on YouTube, I really like posting photos in there and just posting updates about, what video is coming up. I might say, hey, I'm going to be doing a live video tomorrow or tonight. So I'll post on my Facebook. I'll pop in on my YouTube and say, hey, I'm doing a live video. It's a community room on YouTube. So the community link, when you click into my page, there's a community page, and I'll, put like a message in there. Okay, I think now I can add a video link maybe. But I'll just type in there and share a video link to let you guys know when I'm going live about a particular subject. And then if you guys want to pop in and watch that, you can definitely do that. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, Leo. Have a great June. Happy June. And I'll see you guys next time.